A Cincinnati woman returned to South Mississippi this week to come to grips with a painful chapter in her life story. On Tuesday, Sherry Sexton and her family took their first tour of the new Gulfport Police headquarters. She wanted them to learn about the police department where her husband started his law enforcement career and understand how it ended so tragically. Trang Pham tonight with that emotional story.
Sherry Sexton had no intention of going inside the Robert Curry Public Safety Center in downtown Gulfport. She only wanted to show her daughter Lori, her son-in-law, and two granddaughters a very special plaque in front of the building. It's engraved with the names of fallen Gulfport police officers. One of them is her first love, Joe Douglas Spears.
We both went to Long Beach. We lived next door to each other, and we were friends and played ball together.
Sherry and Joe were next-door neighbors who became high school sweethearts. When Joe graduated from Long Beach High, the couple got engaged. Joe enlisted in the Navy and went to Vietnam. He served there for more than a year and came home in September of 1969 with 2 Purple Hearts. Joe and Sherry married a month later.
We had our whole life planned out. I mean, he always wanted to be a police officer, and I wanted to stay home and have babies, and it was like what you did then. And yeah, we had a lot of good plans.
Joe's dream finally came true. He joined the Gulfport Police Force, working the night shift. Then, on November 21st, 1971, Sherry was awakened by her mother-in-law with some devastating news. That day, Officer Spears was helping another officer transport a woman to jail. Marjorie Bray had been arrested for DUI. Police say Bray pulled out a hidden gun and shot Officer Spears in the head. He later died at the hospital. Officer Spears was only 23 years old and had been a police officer for only 15 months.
Really didn't hear that until I was in the cafeteria later. Somebody walked up to me and said the word shot, and I just thought he'd been in a car accident. I guess shock or something.
To add to her heartache, Sherry was 3 months pregnant.
I think I stayed in shock for about 5 years, you know. I did get remarried, and I tried, and I think I'm the type person that you have to be thankful. I mean, I was pregnant, I had a baby, and you know, you have to be thankful for what's left.
Sherry gave birth to a baby boy, a spitting image of his dad. She even named him Joe Douglas after her husband. But Sherry would not have her son for very long. Doug, as she called him, died in a tragic car accident at the age of 23, the same age as his father when he was killed in the line of duty.
If you're busy and you work, and that's how I get through with things, you know, just stay busy.
Sherry moved to Cincinnati and had a daughter, Lori. This week, she brought her family back to her roots.
How are you?
I'm good.
Chief Leonard Papania personally gave them a tour of the new Gulfport Public Safety Complex. He proudly showed them the black and white portrait of a handsome young man on the wall.
Such a good person. Just hard to understand it, but I bet he's proud of all this.
And he took them to the training room dedicated to Joe Spears.
A lot of officers' lives are saved because of the training that they get in the Joe Spears room, and on use of force and how to drive a car.
That's awesome.
Sherry never realized her husband left behind such a life-saving legacy and how much respect he has earned from men and women who never even knew him. In a way, this tour became part of her healing.
Oh, how much he's loved and appreciated, and what he did, who he is, you know, all that. Very proud.
In Gulfport, Trang Pham, WLOX News.
Wow, we definitely commend her for her strength. And Joe Spears' family has attended every memorial service for fallen officers in Gulfport. However, Sherry Sexton says she's not been able to attend those events because she felt it'd be too traumatizing for her. Sexton says after seeing this tour and sharing her story with WLOX, she definitely plans on being at the next memorial.